Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brilliant Brain class. My name is Meredith Olin. I live on the Gold Coast, and I have been a member with a health and wellness company called Young Living now for 15 years. I am a high school teacher as well. And before I had my own children, I was always, of course, very interested in optimizing my students' experiences in class, but also their results. And it was interesting for me over the years to observe students who I knew the content, um, but then when it came to their assessment, maybe an exam or a performance, because I'm also a music teacher, that the results wouldn't reflect that. And so I was always interested in, well, how can, what is going on here? And then I had my own children, and my firstborn had significant health issues. And I worked with a chiropractic neurologist and learned a load about the brain, and what really it takes to optimize brain function. So I'm really excited to share this information with you. If you're on here, this particular recording is specifically designed for parents and caregivers of high performing students, students who really excel, who want to excel. This is designed for you and them. So, welcome. Your brain is only 2% of your body weight, but it uses 20% of your energy. Isn't that incredible? That tiny powerhouse is running the whole show: memory, mood, focus, sleep, cravings, decisions, and more. So let's give it the love it deserves. This class is here to help you understand what's really going on in the brain, learn simple science backed ways to boost brain health, improve focus, energy, mood, memory, and sleep, and discover tools that can help you feel like yourself again, or maybe even better. Because brain health is for everyone. It's for students of all ages, busy mums, working professionals, caretakers, creatives. Whether you're 15 or 65, your brain matters and you can shape how it performs. So, we're going to make it fun and practical. And by the end, you'll have the knowledge and the tools to take charge of your brilliant brain. So, let's break it down. There's no neuroscience degree required. Some quick brain basics. Neurons are your brain's messengers, and you have about 86 billion of these. Neurotransmitters are chemical texts that your brain sends, like serotonin for mood and dopamine for motivation. And neuroplasticity is your brain's superpower. It can change, grow, and heal at any age. Inflammation in the body is often triggered by poor diet, lack of sleep, or constant stress. So it's important to be looking into this because it can lead to brain fog, low energy, and even anxiety or depression. And one major culprit of inflammation is sugar. While it may give a quick boost, it can also cause crashes that leave your brain feeling scattered and unfocused. And then there's chronic stress, which adds fuel to the fire by flooding the brain with cortisol, a hormone that over time can shrink memory centers and make it harder to concentrate or feel calm. On top of that, everyday toxins from processed foods, beauty products, or environmental pollutants can quietly drain mental energy and clarity. But here's the good news: your brain and body are deeply connected. And when you support one, you help the other thrive. Your gut, for example, produces around 90% of your serotonin, that feel good chemical that keeps your mood steady. When your digestion is off, your mind can feel off too. Sleep is another brain essential. It's during deep rest that your brain's cleanup crew goes to work, clearing out toxins and strengthening memories. And don't underestimate the power of hydration. Even a little dehydration can slow your thinking, dull your focus, and make it harder to handle stress. So, when you take care of your body with nourishing food, quality sleep, stress relief, and plenty of water, you're also giving your brain exactly what it needs to stay sharp, balanced, and brilliant. So, we'll be discussing these four pillars: nourish, focus, calm, and rest. Let's get started. So your brain is hungry and it's picky. But the good news is that feeding it well can be simple, satisfying, and even delicious. And I know this can be tricky with teenagers, but it's such an important thing to know. When you're giving your brain the right nutrients, you're not just improving memory and focus, you're also supporting mood, sleep, and long-term cognitive health. And we have a few powerful tools from nature and nutrition that can make a big difference. Ningxia Red is a delicious daily drink packed with powerful antioxidants that support circulation and eye-brain connection. Your eyes are technically part of your brain. Did you know that? And Ningxia Red actually helps with sleep and energy levels and reduces stress on the body too. Green omega-3, so these are all supplements. Green omega-3 is a plant-based source of omega-3 with less impact on the marine ecosystem, reduced potential for marine contaminants, and a product without the fishy smell or aftertaste. The brain and eyes are enriched with omega-3 fatty acids, making DHA and EPA critical for healthy cognitive function and eyesight. And these soft gels contain one of the highest amounts of DHA and EPA. The brain is actually mostly made of fat, and it functions especially well with high levels of DHA and EPA. These omega-3s improve the brain's communication processes and reduce inflammation, which can also help slow aging. This means more mental clarity, easier decision making, and a better mood when you have omegas. And personally, everybody, green omega-3 is an absolute non-negotiable supplement for our family and for our whole family, and that includes our teenagers. And there's a bonus product here called Mineral Essence. Your bonus can't send, sorry, your brain, not your bonus, your brain can't send messages without trace minerals to support neurotransmission. And this is one supplement that is great for anyone and everyone every day. Now, a quick everyday wellness tip, or a few, is eat healthy fats, avocados, grass-fed butter, olive oil, because your brain is nearly 60% fat and thrives on the good stuff. Hydrate with mineralized water. Water alone isn't enough. Adding minerals helps your brain stay sharp and energized. Brain-boosting foods for kids and adults include eggs, berries, salmon, and walnuts, all delicious and deeply nourishing for growing and aging brains alike. And when you fuel your brain right, you will feel the difference. Clear thinking, better mood, and a body that works for you and with you, not against you. So let's look a bit closer at Ningxia Red and why it is actually classified by the TGA here in Australia as a food supplement, not a drink, not a liquid supplement, or is liquid, but not a drink, because it actually uses the whole Ningxia wolfberry. It's not just the juice. So check out what 60 mils of Ningxia Red has in it. On the left there, it is an incredibly high antioxidant drink, and it has pure essential oils of orange, Japanese yuzu, lemon, and tangerine, which increase the bioavailability into the bloodstream of nutrients. And then on the right, 100 grams of fresh Ningxia wolfberry contains all those things. I'm not going to read them all out. You can read them for yourself. Take a screenshot if you like. There's actually a really interesting story behind how Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, discovered the Ningxia wolfberry. Please get in contact with me, reach out to me if you'd like to know more about that story. It's fascinating. But we don't have time to go into that all today. I just wanted to show you, though, the nutritional value of this supplement. It is incredible. So let's talk about calming the brain. Your brain can't function at its best when it's constantly in fight or flight mode. Remember how I talked about before, I mentioned how some students didn't perform as well in assessment? This is what I believe was a key thing for a lot of those students, right? They were in fight or flight mode. So soothe the stress, quiet the chaos, and support emotional balance by creating calm moments in the daily routine. This is so important. And even if they're just a few minutes at a time, This isn't about perfection, it's about giving your nervous system a break so your brain can reset, recharge, and regulate. So, essential oils are a beautiful way to support calming the brain. Young Living's lavender, peace and calming, frankincense, and stress away are favorites for a reason. They work. You can apply them to wrists, the back of the neck, or over the heart for a quick calm, or diffuse during high stress transitions like early mornings, homework time, or bedtime to create a peaceful atmosphere the whole family can feel. And I can tell you from experience in our family, it is so important, particularly for my daughter, to be able to switch off her brain at night. And we'll talk more about that a little bit more later. To be able to switch off her brain after study to really maximize rest and calming herself for a good night's sleep. Anyway, you can also support the brain with a targeted supplement called Super Vitamin B. This Super Vitamin B provides a blend of B vitamins that nourish the nervous system and help balance mood and energy. Our bodies need these vitamins for our brain to function, but also to support our adrenal glands to function without going into overdrive. B vitamins work at a cellular level to provide our bodies with nutrients necessary for cells to perform necessary tasks, converting fat and amino acids to energy currency, secrete hormones into the bloodstream, and here is the kicker. Almost everyone is deficient in B vitamins, especially females. And this is why we love Super Vitamin B in our household as a baseline supplement. Now, here's a side note. This particular supplement is especially important for anyone under stress as it depletes B vitamins in our bodies, anyone who needs energy. It nourishes our adrenals and combats fatigue. Anyone struggling mentally and emotionally, as a deficiency can be linked to many anxious, exhausted, dark feelings and thoughts. Anyone who struggles with anemia, is pregnant, or doesn't eat a strong whole food diet. While we do not need folic acid, which is all over our processed foods and grains, we do need folate, which is what you will find in this whole food supplement. So to create long-term calm, layer in some simple, sustainable habits. Take supplements daily, create tech-free wind-down routines, so ditch the screens before bed, which I know can be a challenge for our kids, and practice deep breathing while inhaling calming essential oils. Encourage journaling, reading, colouring, or a short gratitude practice, and even 3 things that they're thankful for, especially for kids, can make a big difference. Helping the brain feel safe and supported allows our kids to think more clearly, respond more calmly, and move through life with more ease. And yes, this is absolutely possible, even on their busiest days. So now we're going to talk about focus. And for me, I've got 2 very focused kids. It's not about helping them actually, well, I say focus, I just want to optimize their focus. So why use essential oils to do this? There have been multiple studies conducted on essential oils that show a potential for helping promote healthy brain blood flow and oxygenation of the brain, which can have remarkable effects on how our children study, retain, think, and remember. And when your brain has what it needs, physically and mentally, clarity and productivity come much more easily. So why Young Living? You may think, oh, I've used essential oils before. I've heard about essential oils and they've been using other brands, perhaps. But why Young Living? Young Living is actually the only vertically integrated essential oil company that owns its own farms, create their own product, and control every step of product creation. It represents a series of extremely stringent production processes. Seed to Seal emphasizes a single line of operation from soil nourishing, seed selection to distillation to bottling, with strict standards from soil to end product to ensure compliance and with various regulations, including regenerative, sustainable agriculture practices that give back and protect the environment. And I have seen this firsthand. I have been now to 6 or 7 farms worldwide, including the one you see here in the background, Young Living's Lavender Farm in France. I've been to that one. I've and heard from the farmers at each one. I've been to the Helichrysum farm in Croatia, the Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood farm in Hawaii. Um, so many. And the farmers, hearing them speak about their passion about regenerative agricultural processes, it is inspiring how they look after the earth. Anyway, seed to seal. Let's talk about a bit more about this. You can see on the screen the difference here between USDA organic standards and seed to seal standards. Seed to seal is the core value of Young Living's mission, which includes three important pillars. Sourcing, which is a strict selection of sources. Science, which is advanced research and development, and standards. And we're talking leadership here because Young Living is the world leader in the essential oil industry, always at the forefront, striving to improve each production process while protecting the natural environment and resources from the earth. And I can honestly tell you that every single other essential oil company is looking at what Young Living's, if they're doing their job, they are looking at what Young Living is doing and they are following what Young Living is doing, because Young Living pushes the boundaries and it is setting the world standard in terms of farming and everything. It's incredible. Oh, by the way, I just want to go back and just show you what I love here probably most of all. Um, and that is that they have 50 trained scientists on staff. And they also have testing, by the way, done. It doesn't mention this here, but they have testing done outside Young Living, obviously. The money this company invests is absolutely incredible in the science. It is mind-blowing. And I have actually been through the global headquarters in Utah and the science department there twice. I wasn't allowed to take any photos, but it was absolutely mind-blowing, the level that this company go to make sure that these are the purest, most therapeutic essential oils on the planet. And this is why they work so well. Anyway, let's move on. So we're talking a bit more about focus, specifically about some of our favorite oils here. So my tip is to use one or two to use and use them consistently. Everyone has their personal favorites, and it's important to experiment to see what works best. In my family, I've got two different kids, and they have different preferences when it comes to oils. So Genius and Brain Power are both blends that my kids have found that when they've used it, their homework tasks are easier after putting one of these oils on the back of their necks and behind their ears. These are also great blends to use before competition and interviews to help bring greater focus and provide a mental boost. Clarity, which you see on the right here, is another fantastic blend. And if your kid is gifted with high intellectual ability, Brain Power might not be suitable for them because they do not need that extra mental boost. They can use Clarity instead to improve mental focus and promote alertness. Put this oil on the back of the neck, crown of the head, and behind the ears to help clear the mind and increase mental accuracy during study. And then some single oils here. Rosemary. Studies have shown when used in aromatherapy, rosemary oil can improve mental alertness, cognition, and increases memory capacity. Use any diffuser by Young Living to diffuse in the room whilst your child is studying. Combining this with cedarwood is fantastic too. Cedarwood and sandalwood actually are very high in what's called sesquiterpenes. So I highly recommend you Google, go and look up what sesquiterpenes do for the brain. Lemon. The aroma of lemon is said to help induce relaxation, relieve stress, and promote mental clarity. And frankincense helps to stimulate the limbic system of the brain and elevates the mind. It has been proven to be essential in minimizing stress reactions and negative emotions. And I have to mention here peppermint. I know you don't see it on the screen. I didn't have room to put it on the screen, but peppermint is amazing for enhancing mental alertness. A study performed by Dr. William Denver of the University of Cincinnati found that inhaling peppermint oil increased the accuracy of students by 28%. So using these oils is simple and effective. You can roll on the wrists or the back of the neck before schoolwork, meeting, or tasks that require attention. Apply liberally and frequently. And this is why my kids have roll-ons. It's why I always include empty roll-on bottles in my welcome packs to anybody that would like to get started and order some oils. because roll-ons are such a fantastic tool to use. You can also diffuse these oils during study or project time. And just going back to the roller blend idea, you can make your own focus blend roller to have handy at your desk, in your backpack, or your car. You can layer in brain-friendly habits to build sharper, long-lasting focus, like movement breaks every 30 to 45 minutes to keep the brain energized and reduce mental fatigue. Brain games, puzzles, or cross-body movements like marching or touching toes helps wake up both sides of the brain. And so does reading out loud. So start the day also with protein-rich breakfasts for better attention and energy, like eggs with sourdough toast or Greek yogurt and berries, nut butter on whole grain waffles, maybe with fruit, turkey and cheese roll-ups, or hard-boiled eggs with flaky salt and fresh fruit. So our last pillar, and something I think a lot of maybe people don't realize is so important, and it can be really hard to get this through to teenagers, is to rest. Your brain does some of the most important work while you sleep. It cleans out toxins, stores memories, balances hormones, and resets your emotional state. And without quality rest, even the best nutrition and focus tools can fall short. And this is something I learned when my eldest boy was a baby. With that neurologist, he explained to me that the brain actually downloads everything at night from the day and processes everything. So the more that we can promote that and optimize that, the better it will be for our children. And the goal here isn't just to get more sleep, it's to get better sleep. Young Living offers several beautiful tools to support restful nights, including Rutabaga, lavender, cedarwood, and tranquil. They are all powerful for calming the mind and helping the body wind down naturally. And just a drop of cedarwood rubbed across the forehead at night can help switch off that overactive brain and turn off the head chatter. It's incredible for doing that one. And again, because of the sesquiterpenes, something to look up. So you can also set the stage for better brain recovery with a few intentional habits. No screens for at least 1 hour before bed. Blue light and brain stimulation interfere with melatonin production. Use a diffuser with calming oils and play soft music to signal to your brain that it's time to rest. Essential oils are also a fantastic tool in this way. Take a magnesium bath with peace and calming or lavender oil to soothe the nervous system and help relax tight muscles. Keep dinner on the earlier side, and if hunger hits later, offer a light protein snack like nut butter or on a banana or a slice of turkey to prevent blood sugar dips overnight. And remember, rest isn't lazy, it's essential maintenance for your brilliant brain. When you sleep well, you think better, feel better, and show up better. So let's also get our kids onto this too. So some tips for families and school success. Helping kids and ourselves succeed at work, school, and home doesn't have to mean more pressure. It's about creating supportive systems that make focus, calm, and cooperation easier for everyone. So start by creating a focus station in your home. We've done this, and it works really well. A small, organized space stocked with essential oils like Genius, peppermint, or clarity, school supplies, a water bottle, and any calming tools your child likes. This gives the brain a visual cue. It's time to focus. And instead of constant reminders, which can turn into nagging, use simple routines and meaningful rewards. And this is something we can also encourage our teens to do for themselves rather than us telling them. Because if they're in senior, like mine are, I don't ever say to them now, when homework is done, you can get 15 minutes of free play, but I can encourage them to do that themselves right over time, that they can reward themselves after doing some work. Set up morning and evening rhythms that support the brain. So hydration, protein-rich breakfasts, movement, and quiet wind-down time. Kids and adults thrive with predictable, calming rituals. Essential oils can make transitions smoother and more sensory friendly. So get into the habit of applying or diffusing an oil during homework time to encourage focus and alertness. And use peace and calming, rutavala, lavender or cedarwood in the evening as part of a soothing bedtime routine. Because when used consistently, these small steps can lead to big changes in mood, behavior, and success. Support doesn't have to be complicated, it just has to be consistent and heart centered. So if you've been watching this and you're wondering how can I get my hands on this, like what would be the best way to start, I'm going to just show you a couple of really popular suggestions that people have gone with and loved, because when you actually bring together elements, you will see results. So this brilliant brain bundle includes some of our favorite, most effective Young Living products to support brain health, focus, sleep, and emotional balance for you and your family. It's the go-to done-for-you wellness kit that you can start creating real change in how you think, feel, and show up every day. It has the Ningxia Red, Green Omega-3, and Super Vitamin B, and that price includes postage. And this is for a month. So I want you to think, what does 30 days look like? Actually, the two Ningxia Red bottles there, if you're drinking 60 mils a day, will be enough for 20, I think it's 25 days. So it's roughly a month, right? So break that down into whatever cost it is per day for a month. And then Young Living actually has a wonderful offer right now till I think it's March 19th, where anybody that opens up an account, it's like having an Amazon account, they're in complete control of it, receives for free a dewdrop diffuser, which is Young Living's quietest whisper quiet diffuser with a lot of wonderful features. And you get lemon oil and highest potential oil with this bundle because of the size, the amount that you are ordering in this bundle, which is amazing. Another really popular option, this is probably one of the best-selling starter bundles that Young Living have, the Ningxia Red Starter Bundle. It includes Stress Away and Lavender essential oils. You're actually saving $124.70 just with that bundle. And then on top of that, by March 19th, you also receive for free, actually not the highest potential, sorry, that is a mistake. It's just the lemon oil and the Young Living diffuser. My mistake for that one, because of the size of that order. So it's only the lemon oil and diffuser that you're getting, but it's still fantastic value. And then if you wanted some optional add-ons in your first order, or you maybe down the track, you might order something if you want to add to your wellness kit to support your students' mind. There are some fantastic suggestions here. So focus add-ons, frankincense, genius, or brain power, some sleep add-ons like rutavala, peace and calming, or cedarwood, nerve support for the nervous system, Vala and Stress Away, and then for study and exam support, rosemary, peppermint, and clarity. If you're not sure, I am here to help because I have a lot of experience in using these. And again, it's not about ordering everything and getting everything. It's about really selecting something that you feel it will work for you and then being consistent with it. So really tailoring it to what you want. And then some other optional add-ons if you've got more than one child or you want to have a diffuser, say in the lounge room, and then have one for the bedroom. These are some very popular options as well. The Ember diffuser, which comes with citrus fresh and peppermint oil. Cactus diffuser, which is very lightweight, comes with lavender oil. And Feather the Owl diffuser for our younger students and younger kids. It's really cute. And that comes with lavender oil, I should say. So as I said before, Young Living, they only do this once or twice a year. And now is that time where people can get a free gift. And it's very, very generous. The Dewdrop diffuser with lemon. And then if you do an order of 130 pp or more, you get another free gift of highest potential oil. Again, if you would like some more information about any of this, please reach out, let me know, and I will shoot that through to you. And very quickly before we finish, some frequently asked questions I've had over time about joining Young Living. Must you place a monthly order? Absolutely not. Loyalty rewards is completely optional. It's like flybys. You'll get rewards points. You get, bonuses, but it's not at all obligational. Are there any extra fees or charges? No, never. There are no fees. There are no membership fees. There are no hidden charges at all. If you decide to join Loyalty Rewards, but then change your mind and want to opt out, how easy is this to do? It is so easy. It's a click of a button online or a quick call, whatever is easiest for you. And I actually have helped people do this if they're not sure about how to jump online and do this. I've got a short video I show them. Otherwise, I've actually helped people do this myself if they would like to. Most people, though, I have to be honest, when they jump on it, they're blown away by how fantastic the products are and how generous the Loyalty Rewards program is. It doesn't happen very often that people actually want to opt out. And finally, are you expected to sell to others? Not at all. You might find that you share it because once you get results, you'll be like, oh my gosh, other people need to know. But there's no obligation or expectation at all. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope it's inspired you. I hope it's been informative. Let's stay connected. If you want to help with anything, if you'd like some more information about anything I've talked about, let me know. If you want help picking the right products for you and you're not sure which way to go, I am here. And also, so you know, I support a big group in a private Facebook group, mostly of mums. That's not to say fathers aren't welcome to. I provide a monthly email which is jam-packed with education and inspiration as well. Young Living have fantastic events that they run online and live events as well. And I always provide a fantastic welcome pack for members that I tailor to what they would like. So it always includes roll-ons and some other little goodies to really help them get started in a wonderful way. All right, thank you so much, everybody. And again, if you'd like any more information, reach out. Have a great day.